Brandon Marshall ain't fine in Denver was a top 5 wide receiver. You're smoking.
Top five. I said he just wasn't the best.
That's dominant. You're top 5 in the NFL. You're
not. Oh. Nobody ever was like, yo, watch out for Brandon Marshall, yo. Like,
yo, Mike, you really, I don't know.
Tobi, would you say, was anybody saying that?
I can't even own the show no more because y'all tripping.
Let's the show, yo. Let's
get started. Yeah.
All right.
Let's start the show, yo.
All right, man. All right. Anyway, welcome, people. Welcome to another episode of Beyond the Trenches, episode 13. And, got an exciting episode for you guys with This Week in Football. I'm your host, of course, Big Mike on the BigMike.LittleAnt channel. We got our amazing panel here today, even with a special guest, Ravi, back with us as well. Something like that.
Yep.
All right. Say what's up, Jeff.
What's up?
Jordan.
Yo.
And Tobi.
Yo.
All right, let's get right into it, fellas. Let's start backwards to forward. Start with the game last night. They call it the game of the year, the Monday Night Football game. And what are your thoughts on the game last night, Ravens versus Browns? Go ahead, Tobi. I'll start with you.
It was a good game. I thought the Ravens were gonna win that game even before the game started, but they was winning comfortably. Then the Browns came back when Lamar was out. You know, it had a lot of ups and downs. A lot of roller coasters. Lamar really didn't show me nothing new that I didn't know already. He ran a lot. He had that one long pass with Hollywood Brown. If they stopped him from running around the whole field, they probably win the game, but the Browns. But Baker played good. I like what I see from Baker against a good defense. He played way better than I thought he would play. He had the one pick, but after that, besides that, that's his only one flaw. He played a good game. So I don't know. The Ravens, they're still fighting for their playoff lives. I don't think the Browns are really hurt by this loss that much. I'm thinking about the standing. But the Ravens definitely need that win way more than the Browns. And the Browns show me that they have Baker's decent. You know, he could make some noise against some okay defenses, especially when he has that running game.
Okay, Jeff, what are your thoughts on the game last night?
Yo, it was the most exciting fourth quarter all year, bro. I mean, they was up 14.
Game of the year.
Huh?
Was it the game of the year?
No, not the game of the year.
Okay.
I'm an old school guy. I like a defensive juggernaut, that come down to one drive with the quarterback ball in hand. It was exciting. It was just kind of like it was an exciting game. I mean, Lamar is trash, man. His throwing paralysis is horrible, bro. like that one play where he threw to Hollywood Brown. The only reason Brown got over because the two Browns collided. You know what I'm saying? You saw them two run into each other. He went right down the field. So before that, he only had 59 yards passing in the whole game. Like, I'm not impressed by that. And I think teams will hone in on that. Baker is good. I think Kevin Stefanski's offense fits him really well. It get him out the pocket because he's not tall enough to see over many defenders and offensive linemen. So that offense helped Kirk Cousins last year do the same thing and have a really good year. So I think it's more coaching than it is Baker. And then you can't ever go wrong with that dual backfield. I mean, I think they on pace for the 4th time in NFL history to have 2 running backs get 1,000 yards in the same season. You know what I'm saying? The Browns do look formidable, but it's because they're not giving Baker the ball as they throw it 50 times. Lamar and the Ravens, I don't know what's going to happen. I fear the Ravens seeing the Browns in the playoffs. I think the Ravens will have their number, but as history shows, when a team plays each other for the 3rd time, whoever won the first 2 times normally does not win the 3rd.
Yeah. Just happened to me with Tobi in fantasy league. I beat him twice. But anyway, Jordan, what you think about that?
I mean, yeah, I definitely think it was the game of the year for sure. Just going back and forth. I mean, it was exciting. I think this says more about Baker Mayfield than anything else, because he had that interception. He came back. He was able to put them in a position to go win the game. And the Ravens just got the ball last. You know what I'm saying? So it was what it was. It was a great game. But I think, it says a lot about the Browns and Baker Mayfield. On the other hand, Ravens, Lamar, that's the style that they have to play offensively for them to win. They're not going to be able to throw the ball. He's not going to be able to throw the ball 20, 30, 40 times and you go win a game. So if they can win with him having, right, like you said, Jeff, I think he had like 60 yards at halftime or some shit. think he only had
into the fourth quarter.
I think he only ended up with like 100 something,
160
for the game.
Yeah.
So, but he had like over 100. I think he had over like 150 rushing yards, some shit like that, 2 touchdowns. He clinched my fantasy playoff game of the league, so thank God. But that's the only way they're gonna win. That's the only way they're gonna beat teams, with him using his feet, with them being able to run the ball, run it down people's throats. That's the only way they're gonna be able to win. So, a shout out to them. They needed that win. So,
the league you didn't invite us to.
Right.
then that shit, bro. I did that shit already,
Why
bro.
you keeping us at bay, bro? Like
he needs to win that one. If we were
for a minute, put that joint for a minute. I won the first time he created it. He created that joint in like
15.
2014, 2015. I was working at
yeah, that's what it is. This league can't make the playoffs in our league, but in that league,
I won the league the first time around. The first time he ever created that joint, I got a whole big ass belt and shit. That shit was hard.
How much y'all pay to get in that one?
I think it was like 75.
Well, okay, not bad. Ravi, what you think about the game last night in Lamar and Baker?
It was super entertaining. It was like a must-win for the Ravens. The Bubble Guts Jackson came in and won him for him. But honestly, I thought if the Browns managed to win that game, the Steelers might have been in trouble for the division. Now I think the Steelers have it locked up. But Baker looks great. He looks like he did his rookie year. Not like last year, because he was pretty trash last year. And Lamar, he's not a good passer. And as exciting as he can be, you just can't. I don't think it's like they won yesterday. I don't want to call it a fluke, but it was this super high offense game. But I don't see them making any noise in the playoffs. And Hollywood Brown needs to lose to Hollywood. Dude is trash, man.
Yeah, he dropped so many passes last night, like point accuracy passes that he dropped.
Yeah,
which is crazy. So
he was running his mouth a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Brown.
Yeah.
Complaining about his role, right? Yeah. Does he stay in? Is he the answer? Or do they go find somebody else?
They
gotta find somebody else.
Definitely need somebody else.
Willie Snead is good.
Willie Snead is decent. I think Snead's better than Brown for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I agree.
Me personally, bro, I feel like they're trying to give him a chance to be their number one wide receiver, in my opinion.
Brown?
Huh?
Well, he was a hot. Well, what was he picked at? Like top 10, wasn't he?
He was in the first round. No, he was late. He was late. He went late. 28th. But he was good. He was good coming out of college. He's good. I don't think he was worth. They got him in a late round, late first round. So it's like,
that's high though.
Late first round for a while. He wasn't like the first wide receiver picked. He was like third or fourth. You know what I'm saying? So
right. Yeah, I thought I'm with Drew. I think it was the game of the year. I can't think of anyone that was better right now, especially for this year or whatever. And I think that I said it last night on the text. I was like, yo, in the pocket, Lamar is worse throwing the ball than he out of the pocket. It's hilarious.
Yeah,
he be having like a clean pocket, nobody coming, and he miss you.
He needs everything to break down, and then he's good.
But that's not a bad thing. But go ahead, Mike. My fault.
Yeah, I think that no, that's crazy. Like if you're able to get a clean pocket, you should be able to just make passes. But in my opinion, though, with Baker, man, I think I don't know. I still think he got better when Odell left too for some reason. I do, me personally. But I do think Stefanski has been good for him. I like him and Jarvis connection. The running backs are good. I almost forgot how good Hunt is at catching the ball. And so like actual like receiver routes though.
But he dropped the 2-point conversion and he dropped the play before that earlier.
Look, that one that he caught down there on the goal line.
I was about to say.
His foot was out.
Nah.
His foot was out, bro.
I think he was good on that.
He was good on that. But I feel like he can run routes too, whatever like that. I'm not frozen.
Marquise Brown was drafted 25th in the first round.
25th, right? Yeah.
Yeah. It was low end round.
I just want to say that I don't think Lamar is. I think you're right. It's not sustainable. And on that play. Well, first of all, before that, I don't know why on the third down they didn't blitz McSorley when he hit the 3rd and 6 to
Yeah.
what you
To
call it?
sneeze.
Like he was freshly in the game. I would
Yeah.
have sent the house at him, bro. Like
Every
I don't know
play.
what. Right, I don't know what he rushed for. I was so mad about that. And then with Lamar, they do blitz and they just go right around it. So I'm like, this is this horrible defensive calling right now. Whatnot.
Shout out to Ravi boy McSorley. Penn
Facts,
State.
facts.
Oh yeah.
dude.
I
Shout
mean,
out.
for freaking getting hurt on his own, doing nothing. Like I don't know how the hell he got hurt. It's crazy.
That was the part that scared me.
He just like fell over.
But listen, the Ravens still might not make the playoffs, so they still have a lot of work to do and whatnot. So, but the Browns
their schedule favors them. I mean, they have the Jaguars. I think they have the Giants, and then they got some other terrible team. So they should go 3-0 their next 3 games. And Miami's got,
Depending what the Browns do.
The Browns are in, and I want.
They're fighting with Miami. They're going to be fighting with Miami. You look at Miami's schedule. Miami could go 2-1, or at least 1-2. I don't see Miami winning out, but I definitely see the Baltimore winning out for sure.
And I want to say that Baker, Allen, and Jackson all the same draft class. They about to get paid this summer.
Yeah.
Lamar.
Yeah, they're on the same draft class.
Yeah, that's a good draft class, man.
Clearly, Josh Allen is head and shoulders above them cats.
Hell no. I mean, not. Listen, Lamar got an MVP. He about to get paid.
All right.
Maybe not head and shoulders, but
yeah, I wouldn't say.
You told me that Josh Allen would be the best quarterback 3 years after they got drafted. Crazy.
He had the most physical gift.
I mean, right now, Josh Allen is the best quarterback.
For passing.
Out of the 3. No, I mean, just overall. Passing, yeah. In my opinion. Overall,
you can't compensate for Lamar's running ability. Nobody can.
Lamar can run though. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. You can't.
Josh
Allen can run a little bit.
They just have a different style. Yeah, but the fact that Josh Allen throws the ball so much better than Lamar, you got to take Josh Allen because he can give you what Lamar can give you on the ground. He just does it a different way.
Will Josh ever win an MVP?
It's possible.
It's possible. Yeah.
I see Josh Allen as a new Big Ben. Honestly.
He could win this year.
Is creeping into the top 5.
What?
Ravi's
he been away for a few weeks. Hold up. He been away for about 2 months.
Yeah, he had that snow got to his head. I think he got hypothermia or something.
Altitude out here.
He said that Josh Allen could win MVP this season.
He could. He's like the 3rd highest odds.
Third.
He's probably the 3rd, maybe 3rd, or who knows? He's not winning it.
Yeah, but it's Aaron Rodgers MVP.
Josh Allen is creeping into the top 5.
All right, you know what? That's for a later topic. Let's move on. Yeah. Talk about the Steelers. Steelers do suffer the 2nd straight loss. Sadly, I won't even pull out my towel this week. But are they after that still a Super Bowl contender? And I'll get to the Bills in a second. Jeff, what do you think, bro?
A contender, yeah, but this is damaging. To give up that home field advantage to the Chiefs in that 1st round bye, woo! I think they shot themselves in the foot with this one. This was mandatory to win because they already gave up the number 1 seed to the Chiefs before the game started and had the ability to take it back by winning. By losing, it's over.
All right, Jordan, what you think, bro?
I mean, they were 11-0 last week, right?
Yeah.
Now they're 11-2. So they lose 2 games. So what? It doesn't matter. This is a Mike Tomlin team. This is one of the best defenses in the NFL, and they have a 2-time Super Bowl champion. This is what they needed. This is what these young guys needed to have happen to them because, this doesn't – they know they're going to go to the playoffs. They don't care. So I don't think it really matters. I mean, I think the only issue that they have is just they don't have a run game. I really do feel like that is going to be the reason why they don't go to the Super Bowl.
The offense is stagnant, bro.
The offense is not balanced enough. So you're asking I don't even know how old Big Ben is, but I mean, you're basically asking a guy who missed the majority of last year to carry you offensively. They shouldn't be doing that. So I think
they won 8 games with 2 pieces of garbage last year.
Because they should be able to run the ball. You should be able to take less pressure off of Big Ben. You know what I mean? So they should be able to run the ball. And the Steelers are known for running the ball. Not recently, but we know Steelers are hard-nosed, play defense, run the football. So they should be able to run the ball. So I really think that's the only issue that they're going to run into that will prevent them from winning the Super Bowl, or at least get into the Super Bowl, because they're going to have to go up against, maybe Kansas City or Tennessee, or even Cleveland or Buffalo. I mean, all those offenses are pretty good, you know what I mean? Especially, and majority of those offenses can run the ball, except maybe for Buffalo, but Buffalo can, combat that with the fact that, Josh Allen is looking like an MVP candidate. I'm not going to say he is, but he's having a great season. So I don't necessarily think there's anything that is truly, truly wrong with them. I think just the true only issue is their offense and them relying on Big Ben going down the stretch.
Big Ben threw for 187 yards on 37 attempts and then 2 touchdowns. One was in garbage time.
I mean, that's not good. They lost. Yeah, that's not too great. I mean,
That's not great. Bad, bro.
That's a problem. I'll get to the problem in a second. Ravi, I know you like to be a hater. So what you think about the Steelers in the
I'm gonna try to keep it unbiased, but honestly, if I'm a Steelers fan, I'm worried. These last 2 weeks don't give me any confidence, especially this late in the season. If they started off 0-11 and then won these two in a convincing manner, it'd be better than what's going on now. Their offense looks weak. I know the Bills are a good team. Washington is not. So last week they obviously should have won, but they got to establish the run. I think the first 5 weeks they had 400-yard rushing games, and since then they haven't had a 100-yard rushing game. So they got to get back to running the ball because Big Ben's not throwing as well as he used to. And now he's talking about retirement again, so you know how that goes. Yeah, he's like, if I can't play at a high level, I can't.
Did he come out and say that?
Yeah.
No, he was messing with the media actually because they were talking shit about him. But Tobi, what you think about our Steelers, man? Don't let them take that.
The hour.
I mean, are we still a Super Bowl contender? Yeah, we're still definitely in like the top 5 teams that could win the Super Bowl. Losing home field advantage, that was my one thing. Like we needed my tower upstairs. We needed the home field advantage. We needed the home field advantage so we could have Mahomes at the crib and send the crib at him. You know what I'm saying? Send all right. I just don't know how to feel. It's going to be very hard to get to the bowl. It's going to be very hard to get to the bowl. We still got to play the Colts. Then we play the Bengals. Then we got to play the Colts. Then we finish off in Cleveland. So I definitely see us finishing the season like 13-3 or something like that, 12-4. And then it's going to be hard to get to the bowl because I don't think we're going to get home field advantage. And like you guys said, we don't have no running game. Like, I don't know what happened to our running game. And I don't like our routes. I don't like the routes we run. We go down the field like once a game. And it'll be James Washington that goes down the field. Everybody else, all these short routes and stuff. I don't know. They're getting the ball out. I mean, real quick. Like they said, he's barely getting sacked, but the offense is very stagnant. Maybe if we had the running game, we could do more play action passes. I don't see us do any play action passes. Everything is the shotgun, quick. And I just don't know. It's gonna be hard to get to the bowl, but I still think we're a contender, of course, because we have a lot of wins.
He is your best. James Washington is your best threat.
Yeah, but.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say it, man. I don't think we're Super Bowl contender no more. I think that a lot of our elements have caught up to us. They were already kind of starting to show here and there, but they caught up. The running game, like Ravi said, the first 6 games versus the last 6 games is like night and day. And I don't know what the fuck happened or whatever. Hold on, Jordan. Let me finish. So,
Yeah, document this shit. Holy shit.
No, but listen, and then. Like Ravi said, Tobi, those 1-yard routes, what the fuck? Like, that'd be crazy. I'd be so mad or whatever. You can't, like I said it last week on the show, I said, that's a hard way to move down the field over and over and over again. You got to be able to take some shots. You got to be able to run the ball. You can't have Ben throwing the ball 40 times at 40 years old and expect to win. You know what I mean? And all these little ass routes and shit. It don't. Yeah. And the defense, King picks up on it. And then our injuries. Like, it's a lot of injuries on both sides of the ball now. And it takes a toll on the players that are playing. And then we got like injuries at the same position. We're like at the 3rd string for one position. You know what I mean? It's like it's crazy. So I just feel like that, it was nice, but I mean, unless we can start getting the run game going now, that's the key, really, honestly. But otherwise, it's going to be a tough sledding. And honestly, well, I'll get to the Chiefs later on, but I just don't think that like a real contender to where somebody would fear us. I don't think we're there right now.
So
It
are
could
you
change, but I'll
jumping
see.
ship?
Respect that.
Are you
No.
jumping ship?
No, I'm a Steelers fan. I ain't jumping
No,
nowhere.
this is what this sounds like.
How? I'm
He
being
being
realistic.
honest.
Yeah, that's what you mean.
Being honest.
Unlike
Terrible.
Eagle fans, but I'm being
Yeah.
honest.
Who
I've
still
been
think
honest,
they make the
I've been
playoffs?
honest all year.
What? All year.
All year.
You just started being honest a
He
couple
week to
weeks
week
ago.
with his honesty, bro.
Bro,
right.
bro, I can't believe you're saying this,
Bro, you were still on the West wagon when he was leading the league in picks. Like, get the hell out of here, bro.
He still is.
I had
Right.
people texting me like, "Yo, what's up with your boy in the show? What's wrong with him and the Eagles? Like, he won't let it go." Whatnot. I'm telling you, to watch the show.
I can't believe that. There's only one team, right, that I would say would be a threat to the Chiefs besides the Steelers, and that would be the Tennessee Titans. I would pick the Tennessee Titans.
Hold on. All right, we'll get to the Chiefs in a little bit, but here I'm gonna just finish what I'm saying. All right, listen, I just feel like that offensively, like I said, that's a hard thing to sustain. We don't move the ball down the field. If you want to talk about the Chiefs, cool. Talk about the Chiefs. They make big ass plays to Tyreek and Kelsey. Like they get down the field and the zip. We got to make 1 yard dump offs and shit for 10-minute drives, bro. That's hard. And without the run game, like we were throwing the ball on 3rd and 1, like what the fuck every time. You know what I mean? You saw that, Tobi? So it was like, how the hell we can't do nothing without the run? That's ridiculous. Now I don't know what's up with James Conner. Snell, he like a one cut back, so he don't really have a lot going for him. So they definitely need Conner to get back right. But to me, that's what I say. Now, next question, though, I'll move on, is the Bills. Are they a legit threat in the AFC? Maybe not Super Bowl contender, but can they be a threat? Jordan, go ahead. What do you think, bro?
I mean, I think they're a threat, but I'll pick Tennessee over them as more of a threat because of the fact that Tennessee can run the ball, the entire game. They can give Derrick Henry the ball 30, 40 times, and what are you going to do? And then I think Tannehill has proven over the course of last year and this year that he can beat you throwing the ball. Doesn't just have to be play action passes. He can beat you spreading it out 4 or 5 wide receivers, and he picks you apart. I believe in Ryan Tannehill actually.
You was not believing in him earlier this season, yo. You cracked me up, bro.
No, I
right.
No, I was. You were just trying to say he was an MVP candidate, which I didn't believe in that.
I don't think I was saying MVP. I said he was a legitimate quarterback, and you was like, no, he's trash.
No,
but last year at the end of the year, you was all backing him.
I never said
4 weeks in though, he was in the conversation. They were balling in the beginning of the season.
I never said
4 weeks in, Ravi.
I like
this guy jumped ship on Tannehill like mid-season. Like, oh, I don't know.
I never did, bro. I never did.
Yes, you did. I'm going for the receipts.
We gotta go back to the tape.
Going for the receipts.
We're going back to the tape.
So, all right. Well, the question was about the Bills, not the Titans. So
yeah, but let me answer that question for you. The Bills, yeah, I do think they're a legitimate contender. A legitimate threat. I'll say that. Contender for the Super Bowl, I don't know, but I think they can get in the playoffs and make some noise. I really like Josh Allen. I've been talking about the Bills all season.
You started off the season talking about them. You were.
Are really legitimate all season, and it's just I just saw something in Josh Allen, and it's interesting because watching the broadcast the other night when they played, they explained how they changed his throwing mechanics. Yeah. So that right Jordan there, Palmer. Yeah. Exactly. Just Palmer. What's the name, brother? So that just shows me that that organization took good care of him immediately. And
was like, Stephon Diggs.
Huh?
They got
and I told you right what I've been saying. You got to get a young quarterback, a number 1 receiver. They got Diggs for him. They also got Cole Beasley, slot guy. I'm not saying Cole Beasley's a difference maker, but it's he's a weapon that helps. And I do think the Bills are legitimate when they get in the playoffs. If somebody got to go to Buffalo, New York, and play that's not from that area, if the Dolphins got to go to Buffalo in the playoffs, they're going to knock them off.
I would expect the Bills to beat Miami regardless.
Whatever. Robbie, what do you think about the Bills, Robbie?
Yeah, they're legit. And right now they would be the 2 seed if that Hail Mary didn't get caught.
Oh wow!
A couple weeks ago. because I think they won like 6 out of the last 7 or 5 out of the last 6. So, I mean, I fully expect to see him in the AFC Championship game.
Really? Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
We got that on wax right now.
Got that on wax.
Because look, I think they're gonna end up with the 2 seed. I would imagine they win out, and I think the Steelers gonna drop one out of the next 3, and they have the tiebreaker.
Tobi, what do you think about the Bills and what Ravi just said?
Yeah, I mean, the Bills are a good team. I definitely do think they're a threat. And Jordan said he will put Tennessee in front of them. I'm definitely putting the Bills in front of Tennessee. I've seen Tennessee get blown out by the Browns. They're a good team. Josh Allen is young. He's confident right now. He has that number 1 receiver. And yeah, they're definitely a threat. Ravi said that they could be the 2 seed. It's definitely possible. So, and them going to AFC Championship, that is a hot take, but it's possible. I mean, to me, the whole season, it was them, the Chiefs, and the Steelers that were the best teams, so far in the AFC. So, I mean, yeah, they're definitely a threat to the Chiefs, and they have a chance.
Bills are 6-1 at home.
Yeah.
Home
Bills-
field means nothing.
Bills don't have a great running game either, so I do worry about that. Even though they got Moss and Singletary, but they don't have the greatest running game. Josh Allen is good, but he also still makes some mistakes. You got to watch out for that. But Diggs is a monster, bro. Despite his hairline, Jeff, he's still a monster.
That's terrible.
but he gets so many catches. Who would have ever thought? I'm still mad. I didn't make that trade with Jordan for Diggs in the season or whatever like that. Like, he's definitely a beast. A good number 1. Yeah, I mean, it definitely could be a threat. The question is threat. They definitely could be a threat. I mean, I think they can win on any given week versus any team.
Oh yeah.
That's
But
the league. But yeah.
if you look at that's not the majority of the league. but if you look at how they started that game against the Steelers, that's what you worry about. You know what I mean? If it wasn't for that pick 6 or whatever, that late pick or whatever like that, that game could have went totally different. So you got to watch stuff like that, and how it goes. And that's my thought. So let's move on from the AFC to the NFC. Let's talk about the Eagles. Ravi's who you want to talk about for weeks and weeks and weeks. Eagles did upset the Saints, and I want to give this title out. Jeff actually said this, so we're going to add it to the show. Guru of the Week.
Guru of the Week.
I like that. And
He's looking all puzzled like he don't even know it's him. Guru.
Yeah. So,
Bruh.
What's going on?
So from now on, I want to give that out when somebody does make a pick, Guru of the Week. Jeff, that was a good call. But Jordan picking the Saints. But after the game, the big story is Jalen Hurts. And, what did you see from Hurts? And is this the beginning of the end for Wentz? So what you think, bro?
I don't know if it's the beginning of the end of Wentz. But Hurts looked good out there. I mean, they really didn't have that much film of Hurts playing in the NFL. They only had college film. So, he got out the pocket a lot of times, and he made a good throw to Alshon. So it was a good game for him, but the next 3 games, I guess, you get more tape on him, see what he does, you see how he's able to adjust. That's why I don't know if it's the end of Wentz there, because Hurts still has to prove, more. He did give the Eagles a boost in energy, which usually happens, when you switch quarterbacks sometimes, but because they needed to switch quarterbacks. It's been weeks now they had to switch quarterbacks. But Wentz, and Philly's still a possibility. I mean, Hurts has to be very impressive. He's had a good first game against a good defense. But yeah, Wentz, we still got to wait to see what happens with Wentz. I don't think he might not be done in Philly because there's so much money. I don't know what they're going to do about that.
I say the Eagles fans for last. Jeff, what you think?
You know what? It was a good win. Toby's right. He energized. He sparked the team. I liked Hurts. He's more mobile. That covers up the Eagles' offensive line deficiencies.
0 sacks in that game.
0 sacks. He got 100 yards rushing, which covers up the Eagles' rushing game deficiencies. And I think he actually could be all right. Is it the end of Wentz? I've been calling this, man. Wentz to the Jets 21. Like, I'm trying to tell you, like, the Jets will take on that dumb contract. I promise you, bro. Like, it's over for Wentz. Pack him up. Listen, and Mike, you said this all year. These guys didn't get an OTA, an off-season training program. Like, he doesn't have anything. He hasn't been getting regular reps during the week. This is his first full week with starters reps and starter play. I think he's going to get better.
Okay. Ravi, I'll let Jordan go last. Ravi, what you think, man? About the
Um,
game, Hurts, Wentz, what are your thoughts? And the Eagles, since you've been on for the last few weeks, what are your thoughts?
So yeah, last week, if I was on last week, I would rip them to shreds. Wentz should have been on the next train out of Philly. This week, I'm feeling much better. The team played great on all levels: offense, defense, special teams. Miles Sanders was running the ball well. Jalen Hurts looked great. I was surprised at how comfortable he looked, though. He didn't make any mistakes. He threw the ball well. I mean, I guess he didn't throw that well, but like it's time for Wentz to go. Let him out. We don't need him anymore. Eat the contract for next year. We'll get a lot of cap space the year after. I don't think he's gonna be good anymore, honestly.
Okay. All right, Jordan, you're up. Yes, sir.
Drum roll.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm happy that they obviously won the game. He looked great. He looked poised. He looked calm. I think he caught New Orleans defense off guard a little bit. I didn't even expect for him to have that speed. I knew he could move, and I knew he was mobile, but I didn't think he was that. He must have got faster because he was getting out of there. Is it over for Carson Wentz? I really don't know because we don't know what they're going to do with the contract, and we don't know what they're going to do with this money situation. However, this has got to be the writing on the wall for Doug Peterson. And if nobody else doesn't see that, I don't know how you can. Because the reason why this is writing on the wall for Doug Peterson, Jalen Hurts just took the same team that Carson Wentz had been playing with all season and beat the best defense in the NFL with. And it could be up to the point where now it's too late for them to make the playoffs. So now the questions are, well, why did you wait this long to make the change? He's looked ever since the bye week, the Eagles have yet to score 20 points with Carson Wentz as a starter. So why did you wait this long to make the change? So they need to look at Doug and say, what are you doing as a coach? On top of that, it seems as though Doug wants to run his offense through the quarterback and through Carson Wentz when Carson Wentz is playing. And that's handicapping Doug as a coach for whatever reason, because this is the best play calling game that Doug Peterson has had in 2 seasons without even Wentz being on the field. The offense ran through Miles Sanders. They actually ran the ball. So they have to look at Doug Peterson and say, what are you doing? So if you're going to let Wentz go, then that's fine, because I think that marriage between Doug and Carson is going to be fractured. And I don't think it's good, because I think Wentz handicaps Doug in terms of his coaching ability. Because like I said, the entire game plan from a scheme point of view was way different than it was when Carson Wentz was in the game.
It's two totally different players, though.
That's why Carson Wentz is handicapping Doug Peterson as a coach, because he wants to run the offense through through Carson Wentz. There was a lot of rumors basically saying that Carson Wentz didn't want to run the type of offense that Jalen Hurts was out there running.
Well, here's what I think. Go ahead, Jeff. No, go ahead.
No, please. I mean, just say mine's for last cuts.
All right. Well, I said earlier, Doug and Carson cannot come back together. Their relationship is fractured. They don't trust each other. Carson was talking about how he thought he was a starter quarterback no matter what. Doug, he not running his offense. Doug seemed like he really didn't want to pull the trigger. Why he didn't pull it till now? But he had no choice. I don't know if it came from upstairs or whatever, but he had no choice. I feel like with Jalen Hurts, I feel like he just makes faster decisions. The offense is limited because of the receivers, but Jalen Hurts, like, look, if they ain't there, I'm out of there. You know what I mean? And he'll get them yards.
Excuse anymore. I'm not using that as an excuse anymore, Mike.
And really, if you look at it, Sanders only had 14 carries, so it wasn't like he had a hell of a lot of carries or whatever like that. But I do think that it just was Jalen had more command of the offense and the players around him. And then it sparked the defense to play how they felt. Now, at the end of the day, bro, it's $60 million. So I think Carson, me personally, I don't think Carson gets I don't think they let him go. And that's a hard trade to make. So I think Jordan's right. It gotta be Doug, because I don't think Carson is gonna be there. But like I said in the chat, I would hate to be Howie or the front office or the coach or whoever, because you are creating a big problem. And the more Hurts plays and plays well, the team gonna be like, yo, we want Hurts. Then they got we got to pay Carson. So it's like a really, really bad problem.
Deja vu all over again.
And that's why I'm saying like they have to look at Doug, because I'm not using anything. I'm not giving them any more excuses. Jalen Hurts literally just took the same exact team that Carson Wentz has been playing with all year offensively and just beat the best defense in the NFL. I'm not giving them any more excuses.
Yeah, and didn't get sacked at all.
Yeah, right.
That's his mobility. That's his mobility.
That's why I think Doug is going to keep his job.
Me too. I'm gonna say two things why I think Doug just won a chip. Mike, you always say that. 4 years removed from a chip, you cannot get rid of that guy.
That's right.
Number two, boy, don't they miss Frank Wright.
Yeah.
Number three,
big time.
if Phillip Rivers doesn't come back next season to the Colts, I can see Wentz going.
I mean, that's a good trade right there. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
That's what I
think. Same
think.
amount of money.
They're ready to win a Super Bowl.
Well, Phillip ain't having a bad season, so why would he did?
That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, if he gets tired of playing and wants to retire.
Oh yeah. That's all.
That's an existence, a backup plan. Same amount of money. Rivers getting $25 million this year.
I mean,
the issue why Doug has to have the reason why Doug is on the hot seat is strictly from the fact that they looked like this last year, and the only thing that saved him last year was Carson Wentz. That was the only thing. If they didn't make the playoffs last year, he would have been on the hot seat before going into this year because of how bad they looked. Because they looked bad ever since they won the Super Bowl. They looked bad ever since they won the Super Bowl. And it's
got Nick Foles either.
Because of Nick Foles or because of Carson Wentz. Now, this year, it's not because of Carson Wentz, and it damn sure ain't been because of fucking Doug Peterson.
Okay.
So they have to look at Doug.
What do you want? What do you want? Do you want Hurts? Do you want Wentz?
It's only two answers, bro. You ain't got to think about this. You know already.
He wants Hurts, but he doesn't want to say it.
And this is on record.
Oh, wow.
Go ahead and say it.
Oh, man.
You're terrible.
I think they keep.
I feel that, though.
I think they keep both of them going into the next season. You let them battle it out. Whoever wins, wins.
If you're gonna, that's horrible, bro.
Terrible, man.
Yeah.
Staying back in the same boat next year, you saying? All right.
Yeah, and the problem with that is that if Hurts plays well and they keep them both, and then they start Wentz, they're gonna be called the first time Wentz throw the first pick, they're gonna be calling for Hurts to come in or whatever.
All right.
And Wentz, and we know Wentz can't handle competition because that's what happened with Foles or whatever like that. He don't like
right.
That's why I said we'd be back in the same boat all over again.
But they're gonna pay him $60 million in the next 2 years, whether they keep him or they cut him. So they have to.
Yeah, but they'll open up a lot of cap space for the season after next.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're already cap strapped, probably the worst cap situation in the league. So next year, if they just eat Wentz's contract, and then the year after they'll have like $80 million in cap space.
Me personally, I would be okay if the both of them fucking left. But, you know what I'm saying? I would be fine if the both of them leave.
Hurts and Wentz.
Hurts. And Doug.
Oh, okay.
If that happens, then Howie got to go too.
Howie's got to go anyway.
I told y'all they got clean house.
I don't think Howie's been all that.
I want to keep Doug because
get fired.
Howie gave Deshaun Jackson how much?
Bro, I don't think he's gonna get fired. I get what you're saying, but bro, with all that being said, the majority of the blame, they're going to look at the coach. That always happens. We all know that. And it's been like he has fallen off. Like Mike, we even talked about that shit. Like he is not the same coach. And it could be because he's trying to cater to Carson Wentz. You know what I'm saying? Or that's his buddy. So, he wants him to do well. And he wants to have
Doug.
That ain't it.
Doug probably he think he got the same team he had in 2017 when he doesn't. So some of his play calling is like that. Oh, no, he don't.
What's the difference?
No, he kind of does. He
kind of does. What's the difference?
He pretty much does. He's fallen off.
Bro, he had better. He had a good running back tandem. He had better receivers, healthier O line.
Let me correct myself. No. Miles Sanders is not trash. I remember I told Ravi that
I never said he was trash. Oh, really?
I did.
Trash?
I said he was trash. I was like, he's not that great.
Beginning of the season.
He actually is a really good, fast,
nice
making running back that can catch.
He's serious.
Bro, he was doing all them fourth and twos, fourth and fours in 2017, and he's still doing it now. But they was converting before. Yeah. We had a better team before, stuff like that. In my opinion.
That's because of freaking. He thinks he wants to run the offense through Carson Wentz when he shouldn't be. When he just shouldn't be.
Yeah, number 1 pick, number 2 pick, $100 million man. Why you supposed
even that, Jeff? That's what I'm saying. That's the point. Carson is the same player he was back then. So why you running the same plays he was back then? It don't make any sense.
Man, that's right. Exactly. You keep making the same mistakes, and it hasn't been. It's literally been since they've won the Super Bowl. It hasn't. It wasn't just this year. It wasn't just this last year. It wasn't the year. He's continuing to make the same mistakes year after year after year that they've won the Super Bowl. It's been 3 years now.
Man, they went back to the. It don't matter. It's so good.
Anyway,
they got.
All right, let's move on, man. It was a conversation. I want to give Jordan the spotlight for that one, but we were talking about it earlier, the Chiefs and who could be a possible contender. So they have been losing. I mean, they have been winning, but they all are like close games. Should they be concerned, or are they just bored right now with the season? Chiefs. What do you think, Ravi?
I think they're just bored. I mean, listen, there's not a lot of games where I think, as I read the statistic, was when Patrick Mahomes has a multi-turnover game, they're averaging 35 points a game.
Crazy.
Like, that is just absurd. So no matter what the situation is, they know they're so much better than every other team. So they just keep it close to have fun. Like, I don't think there's anything to panic there. They've lost one game. It was an accident. No disrespect, Chef.
No disrespect, bro. Do not. We almost lost 2, but we ain't punched it in that other time.
yeah.
Ask anyone else. I just want to point out, me and Tobi, nomination for Guru of the Week on this one. Me and Tobi. In terms of the Chiefs and Dolphins, me and Tobi called that this would be a good game, and we called that the Dolphins would give them a run for their money. But
what are you talking about?
The final results matter, bro.
You don't remember.
If you ain't calling the final results down to the T, I ain't trying to hear, bro.
Check the last episode.
You're just making up shit now.
Tobi, I'm tripping.
No, that was my upset. That was supposed to be my upset.
We're not doing almost wins. Pick the winner. See, he got an almost complex.
No, I'm
almost MVP. Almost went back to the Super Bowl.
I'm really Guru out here, but you know, because I called this just like Tobi called it.
You called what? They lost the game. What are you talking about?
Just check that last episode. I know.
Oh my God. All right.
Dude, they was up by 20 on the Dolphins. There was no close game. Let them come back.
Now, I don't got to worry about it.
The Dolphins are a good team. They'll make the playoffs, but yeah, I mean, the Chiefs are just better. It's not close.
All right. Well, we know the Chiefs are better than them, but Tobi, the question is that so they've been winning a lot of close games. Is there anything to be concerned about, or are they just bored?
Nothing to be concerned about. I'm all about the W. You know, my Steelers were in close games. I didn't care. We won. Chiefs don't matter. They're up, down. As long as they win, they get the W. That one loss on the season, no concerns. They just won the Super Bowl last year. They were down in those games. They came back. They won. They always win. They have the best quarterback in the league, so no concerns. Chiefs.
Jeff, what you see, man? Anything to be concerned about?
Yeah, a little bit concerned because they think they might fall asleep against a team that could run the ball like the Titans, and then the Titans will run them in the ground for the rest of the game. Three picks by Mahomes in the first half. It's a little. He might be feeling himself way too much. Too many State Farm commercials.
And he had a 30-yard sack.
And a 30-yard sack. Yeah, he might be feeling himself a little too much. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, Jordan, they came back. The Dolphins did come back. I'm not concerned about that. But in the long grand scheme, they just got too much firepower on the offensive side of the ball, man. Like, Kelsey leads the league and he was leading the league in receptions and catching yards, like receiving yards. And then Hill was like right behind him. Like they almost got two guys doing this. Like that offense is too good. Yes, they are bored. I've been saying this for weeks. They just bored, man. They ready to get to the playoffs. But it is a little concerning. Maybe they smelling the roses a little too much.
All right, Jordan, football guy, what you think, man?
I don't think that they're bored. Let's not use that. I think let's remember they're the Super Bowl. They're the defending Super Bowl champions. Anyone who plays them they're going to get their best shot. So anyone who's played them, they're coming out to play. They're not playing around. The Dolphins are not scrubs. Their defense is good. The 30-yard sack was doing too much. He did way too much. He thought he it was Vic. I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? And then the 3 interceptions. The first interception was a drop pass. Now the second one was a little high. He jumped up in the air and he threw it. And then, you know, the first 2 I won't really put on him. That third one was a bad throw. And the second one, it was kind of his fault. But regardless, there's no issue with them. They're gonna win. They're gonna whoever comes up against them, you gotta come to Kansas City. Now, like Jeff said, I think the only team that could be a threat to them, which is the Titans, because like Jeff said, they have Derrick Henry. They can run the ball down the throat the whole game, and Pat Mahomes won't see the ball for maybe 4 or 5 possessions the whole fucking game. So that's the only way. I think that's the only team that can really, you know, do something to them. And Pittsburgh's defense and all that, we know about their defense, but can they score with them? You know, that's up in the air. Mahomes is the best QB in the NFL, and I think that Andy Reid, I think this is helping Andy Reid more because they're getting all sorts of looks thrown at them, and they just continue to be able to find ways to make the big play and win the games. So I think this is helping them more than hurting them because they're going to know how to win any type of game. And they'll know that regardless of what type of defense you throw at them, they're going to know that they can score and put up points regardless. I think one of you guys said, you know, they hit the big play. They do hit the big play a lot, but they can go down the field and score 12, 14 plays. They can do that. So I don't see anything having to be, you know, like, can I ask you guys this real quick? Is Patrick Mahomes, now correct me if I'm tripping, I might be tripping, but is Patrick Mahomes the closest thing that we've seen to a Michael Jordan in football? If he wins another Super Bowl this year, is he the closest thing that we've seen to Michael Jordan in football?
Oh, Tom Brady is the closest thing.
I was ready to say.
And he has to win more than 1 ring. I mean,
Yeah, he got to
be
win about
closest
4. He got to win 4.
to, you know, Michael Jordan. And Tom Brady's the closest, and he has like 3 losses. So it's like, how many is Patrick Mahomes gonna play in? Is he gonna win them all? Gonna lose? I mean, as a talent, I guess he's pretty great. He's so dominant, but not as, you know, a whole.
We've never seen a player this dominant. There's only been maybe 5, 6, 7 players that you can say have been as dominant as him in the NFL.
You gotta remember, he would have won last
conversation
year.
right now, bro.
Yeah, I mean, he would have had 3. I mean, right? If that Frank Clark in 2018, we're talking about him having 2 rings already, and then going on 3, and then you know what I mean. But I just wanted to see what y'all thought about that.
I can't even guarantee that they would have beat the Rams that year, man, because that Rams defense is still and was still then really good. So I feel your question. I feel where you're coming from. I mean, the guy's just a god on the football field, man. We just got to witness his greatness and appreciate it while it's here.
Yeah, he's amazing. I don't know about Michael Jordan of it all. That's tough because, like you said, like Tobi said, he got to win more. And even though he's dominant, like even this year, like A-Rod's probably having a better season right now. You know what I'm saying? Like when Mike was dominant, it wasn't nobody close or whatever at the time. So I don't know about that. But he's great though. He's amazing. I love Patrick Mahomes. And to the question I haven't answered yet, I think the one thing they gotta do is they might gotta run more with Bell instead of Hilaire or whatever like that. He's small. And I think Bell might, you know, I mean, they gotta get him more carries for they get to the playoffs, I feel like, and whatnot. That's the one problem I think that they might have. Like Jeff said, man, Kelsey is ridiculous. He like a wide receiver basically, and then Hill, and I'm like, yo, Kelsey, like what tight end leads the league in yards, yo, receiving? Like that's freaking amazing, bro.
What's the last person to do that? It's freaking, I go like Gates, Gonzalez. I don't even know.
Never led the league in
long time ago.
yards.
Yeah, a long time ago, right? Or
any of them do it? I
don't think they've
I
ever
don't know.
done it.
I don't think they did it.
I don't think any of them ever probably did that.
Ever.
Yeah, I don't think any of them even did that. He's on pace to be like on
right.
We're not even talking about him because we talk about the other guy throwing him the ball.
Right. It's ridiculous. And then Hill and what he does. I mean, they got a lot of weapons. I mean, Cole Hardman supposed to be a speedster, but Hill's faster than him, which is ridiculous, stuff like that. So
and they got Watkins too, bro.
and then Watkins, who can still run routes or whatever like that. So and Watkins ran like a 4.3 to something too.
Yeah, he's not slow.
Yeah. You know what happened to him actually? Like, why is he so like tossed around?
I mean, because you got Kelsey and Hill. He's going to be the third option.
He could never stay healthy.
Yeah, that's true.
And remember, he didn't have a quarterback in Buffalo.
Yeah, he didn't. It was no point to rehab, and you're not coming back to anything that's good, right?
Yeah. Going back to earlier, right? So we're talking about the Chiefs, so that should be concerned with the Chiefs. I mean, with the Steelers and the Bills. So it's just really over the Chiefs on Super Bowl right now, y'all think? Or
no?
I don't think it's a foregone conclusion.
Wait, going to the Super Bowl from the AFC?
That's what I said.
Then I locked them in.
Yes.
Yeah, they're locked in.
They can be beat.
I locked them in, bro.
They can
y'all already gave up everything that y'all had,
yeah.
Toby. Y'all had to hold on to that number 1 seed for dear life.
There's other teams in the NFL. We're not the only team.
I was gonna say, Mike,
I think they're beatable.
Like they played in the Super Bowl last year against a team in the NFC, like either the Saints.
Bro, we're talking about the AFC right now. I'm asking you, are they locked in to go to the Super Bowl or whatever?
Just strictly in the AFC, yes.
Yeah.
That's all right. Toby, you say no still.
Nobody's allowed. I'm not locking them in.
He's homering.
Yeah, come on.
How am I gonna lock them in?
Homering.
It's football. Anything can happen. I'm not gonna lock them.
He's homering.
Yeah, you're.
So they don't go. So they go to the Super Bowl. What's he gonna say? I mean, they was your locks,
bro. He's coming straight to your team. Bro. You know what you want.
I'm not gonna lock them in, especially in the playoffs. Playoffs is all
first
about
week in
game.
February. That first week in February, we're gonna have 4 gurus of the week.
Nah. Gurus only go to the upsets, right? Only the upsets.
No, they go for calling the win. It ain't gotta be upset.
They gotta be wins. They gotta be all W's.
Gotta be wins.
I don't know about that, but
he might be right
with that. Yeah, I'm about to say because you could pick a win. But
And Mike about to pick the Steelers. You know Mike gonna pick the Steelers.
What to go Super Bowl?
Yeah, I mean to get this.
He just said they were not contenders.
I did. I'm about to say I just said that and whatnot.
So you're definitely picking the Chiefs
to go to Super Bowl
right now.
Man, it's tough. But
let's revisit that next week after the Steelers play the Bengals.
No. Hold up. It's not even about the Steelers. Like Toby said, it's mad other teams in the AFC. So it's not just about the Steelers.
Bills, Titans. Who knows? Yeah. Playoffs is one game. Anything can happen.
The Bills don't have good enough defense.
I'm not. I can't lock them in. We'll go back before the playoffs start and see what we say. But right now, I'm not locking them in. I'm with Toby.
That's fair.
Loaded question anyway.
You answered it, didn't you? Anyway, and we got it on wax still.
Yeah.
Next topic, the Packers, the team in the AFC. So again, about locking in, but not locking in. But is this are the Packers now the clear-cut best team in the NFC after another win this week? What you think, Jeff?
I do. I think, and I've been on the Aaron Rodgers train all season, man. Like I've been calling it. He is the one guy who, if a shootout ensue in Kansas City, he ready.
Yeah.
Like he got a number one. He got Adams. I'm trying to tell you that Williams Jones backfield, that is getting scarier and scarier by the week. Like nobody in the NFC is going to stop the Packers. The Saints look good, but how much time is Drew Brees going to need to get reacclimated with his team? How much dust is going to need to be knocked off? He's been out, 3 weeks now? And they're the number 2 seed in the NFC right now. I don't foresee anybody else doing it. I mean, the Seahawks, we know their defense is terrible, and Russ is liable to have one of those Russ games. You know what I'm saying? I just think the Packers are clear-cut head and shoulders above the rest of it's like I said, Packers Chiefs. That's on wax.
I said that in the beginning of the year on first show, by the way, Packers Chiefs. So
yeah, I think you did. I think we both agreed to that. I'm gonna go check the record.
Whatever. So that would be a guru of the year if I get that right.
Yeah.
But look at Jordan hating as always.
Already. He still think the Eagles gonna get in. Like, yo, they might squeeze in, yo.
He might though.
The fuck out of here. Anyway, All right. Tobi, what you think? Packers the best team in the NFC?
I'm not gonna give it to him. I'm not gonna give it to him yet. I mean,
yo, Tobi don't give shit. He be like, nah.
Tobi's
I'm not, listen, y'all didn't even hear. Listen to my tape. I'm not gonna give it to them. I mean, they did lose to the Buccaneers. I mean, they did lose to the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers ain't that great to me, and they lost to them. But you know what team I think could beat them in a playoff game? It came down to it. The Los Angeles Rams. The Rams have they have that defense. They have the corners to go up against Green Bay. I'm trying to tell you. And they're beatable. They're definitely beatable in the playoffs. To me, they're not the clear-cut best. I don't know who the best team is. Maybe if the Saints got back Drew Brees, then, maybe it'll be up there. But they are not by far the clear-cut best team. I think they're beatable. I think the Rams could beat them. And they have no running defense, though. I think the Rams could run the ball, too. So that could keep Aaron Rodgers off the field. And, yeah.
You just said that they lost to who?
The Bucs.
But the Steelers lost to the football team.
What's your point?
Preach.
I mean,
the football team was terrible when y'all lost to them.
Okay,
bro.
I'm talking about these guys are in the same division. So the Bucs beating
the Bucs are not in the same division. No,
I mean, they're in the same conference. They're in the same conference. Conference. So I'm not gonna say that they're clear cut the best when they lost to the Bucs, who are also still in the playoffs. We don't have to worry about Washington. I mean, that was a just throwaway game. They're still gonna have to deal with Tampa Bay, and they lost to Tampa Bay before. So it's like, again, who knows who's gonna win that game? You're gonna clear cut say is the Packers. I'm not gonna say that the Packers are definitely gonna beat the Bucs.
If we go 6 degrees of separation, then the Saints beat the Bucs. The Packers can beat the Saints.
Packers beat the Saints.
Like, come on, bro.
I mean, the Packers beat the Saints.
Make it make sense.
They lost to the Bucs. I mean, is that not a divisional game? Can I not just say that's a divisional game? Don't you guys always use that as an argument? That's a divisional
Packers
game.
not in the division with none of those guys.
The Saints are in the divisions with the Bucs.
All right, whatever.
That's a divisional game.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So,
I'm not giving it to the Packers. That shit is not clear cut.
Last second.
Listen, that shit is not clear cut at all. Like I said, I think the Rams have one of the best defenses in the league. So why not? Why couldn't they? The last time they saw an okay defense, and Rodgers threw 2 picks and a pick 6. So yeah.
All right, Jordan, what do you think about the Packers right now?
Do I even need to go after that? Honestly, I actually low-key do agree with Tobi because the question is clear cut.
Right.
So in terms of clear cut, putting my money on it, no. Because I do believe that they could be beat by the Rams and the Saints and the Buccaneers because all of their defenses are better than the Packers. And I'm not going to, we just talked about, Brady. You know what I'm saying? Playoff Brady. You know what I'm saying? So any given Sunday, this shit can happen. You know what I mean? But I don't think they're the clear-cut team that you're saying, oh, they're the best team in the NFC. I don't believe that. And if you're saying now, can they, can they beat anybody? Of course, because they have Aaron Rodgers. But the Rams. The Rams defense and the Saints defense. I mean, I know Jalen Hurts should play well against them.
I was just ready to say that too.
I know, but I mean, their defenses are serious. I mean, they have a defensive line. They have players everywhere, and they're fast. They're fast. They have guys that can cover Aaron Jones out of the backfield. They have Jalen Ramsey for Devontae Adams. The Saints have Marshawn Lattimore for Devontae Adams.
Well,
I'm not saying he's gonna,
right.
But he'll give him some work. But I don't think it's clear cut. It's not clear cut. I wouldn't put my money on them. No.
To say that Aaron Rodgers could beat anybody, but then contradict it and say the Rams could beat the Packers, I just be like,
anybody can beat anybody. But like me personally. I believe in defense in the playoffs.
Okay.
I believe in defense.
The Packers defense ain't trash.
No, not trash. But all those 3 teams' defenses are better than theirs.
Okay.
So
Cool. What's up?
This was a good question, man. So I think I love this question. Actually, I think that man, Aaron and Devontae on another level right now, and it's really crazy. I look at it. Devontae's averaging 114 yards per game, and he missed 3 games this year. If he'd have missed no games, he'd have had one of the best receiving seasons ever, bro. He got 14 touchdowns and missed 3 games, which is ridiculous and stuff like that. So,
They're not even paying that no attention.
No, because I'm telling you, he would have broke some records if he would have missed 3 games. But and he get double too, so it's crazy. I'm with Jeff. The running game that came together like crazy. Jones always been nice. Now you got Williams in there. The defense has gotten better throughout the season, like low key. Like at the beginning of the season, they was like kind of trash, and they got better and stuff like that. It's tough, but if I had to pick one, I would say them because I'm with Jeff. You don't know how Drew going to come back and how that offense going to really work. I don't trust Tampa. I think that was a one-time thing. I think, all right, they got Aaron once. They're not going to get him again. I don't believe that at all, stuff like that. And I think Brady going to get worse because he an old man as the season wears long, kind of like Drew be doing. Kind of like Ben doing a little bit right now, I'll be honest with you. But, we'll see how that goes. But also, and then you talked about who else? Seahawks got no defense, so I ain't worried about them. And the Rams, do you really trust Jared Goff, man? He's like, I don't know.
That run game ain't
solidified. But that dude Cam Akers, he kind of nice.
It's just nice. But when you say, do I trust Jared Goff? The reason why I really do like the Rams is because they've been there. Now, I'm not, obviously it's Aaron Rodgers. You know what I'm saying? It's Aaron Rodgers. We know he's all been there.
He ain't been there?
No, right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I know. But they've been there. They've been through the fire. And they missed the playoffs last year, didn't they? The Rams missed the playoffs last year.
Super Bowl hangover, yeah. I think,
so they're hungry. You know what I'm saying? And me personally, like, do I believe in Jared Goff? I mean, I don't know. But do I think that he can win you a game in the playoffs? Yes, I do. I believe that he can win you a game in the playoffs. He took that. He took a very, very high-powered Rams offense and took them to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think he's no stranger to, if they need him to throw the ball 40 times, he's no stranger to doing that. Is he? You know what I'm saying? He's no stranger to dropping back, throwing it 40, 50 times and throwing for 400 yards if he has to. So that's why I really do believe that, we definitely need to look at the Rams as a serious contender.
I mean, I do trust the coach. I trust McVay a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I trust him. And Cam Akers makes a difference for them, bro. You know what I mean?
You don't trust Goff? You don't trust Goff at all?
He's not having a breakout season. Cam ain't having like 1,000-yard pace.
You have a running back.
He's a good rusher, though.
You have a running back. You could run on the Packers, bro. Simple.
But you don't trust. You don't think Goff can get them to the Super Bowl?
No, not at all.
All right.
First of all, I think we trashed Goff either last year or the beginning of this year.
No, we definitely did.
Goff sucks.
Trash Goff.
I still do think that he has enough to where, like I said, if they're stopping the run game, he can get it done. I believe
that's even worse. If they stop the run game,
they need the running game.
I believe he can. I disagree.
They need the running game. He's not
going to without the running game. He's no stranger to throwing. He's just 2 years removed for throwing.
You're not getting it done without the running game, bro.
You're this fucking 4,000 yard shit.
You already set the standard at 5K. Why you keep saying 4K?
I'm drunk when y'all say this shit, so I'm not gonna pay out no mind.
Kill me with that shit, bro.
Y'all kill me with that bullshit.
Ravi, you hear what the question? Actually, answer. You're right on time, bro. So the question is: are the Packers the clear-cut best team in the NFC after this week? What do you think?
I would say yes. I definitely think they're the best team in the NFC, but I don't think that's the NFC is not as strong as the AFC is.
Okay.
So they're not a team that I would fear if I was it's definitely not the Rams. The Rams played well this weekend, so did the Seahawks. But if I had to pick one, the way Aaron Rodgers is playing right now, just based off of that, yes, they're the best team in the NFC.
All right.
You don't forget that the Rams didn't the Rams just get smacked by the Patriots?
You know what? We're gonna get to the Rams later and then the topic.
No, the way around.
But speaking of the Bucks, though, next question is No, they didn't lose to the Patriots. They beat smack the Patriots. But anyway, the
Okay.
Bucks, they won again this week. Came off the losing snide. So do you think they fixed their issues as we talk about the Bucks? Jordan, what do you think, man?
Hell no. But with that being said, I'm really not just going to count out and dismiss Tom Brady. I mean, until I see it, I'm really not going to count him out. Like I said, their defense is still a top 10 defense. So, and like I said, in the playoffs, to me, defense matters. Their defense is going to bring it when they get to the playoffs. And I think everybody's going to step up their game. And I think to an extent, they kind of they laughed. They joked about this shit today, or it was yesterday on ESPN, because I think Bruce Arians made a comment where he was like, "I think we found our identity," and people were like, I don't see that." You know what I'm saying? But to an extent, I see what he's maybe referring to in terms of them being able to run the ball, hit the play action, and play decent defense. I mean, I know the Vikings aren't, the greatest team in the world, but they are fighting for a playoff spot. And, the Vikings came out there to play. If the Vikings win that game, they're in the hunt. So do I think that they fixed their issues? No. Do I think that they'll have it together by playoff time? I would bet on Tom Brady to have it together by playoff time. So,
Okay. Ravi, what you think about the Bucks? How they fix their issues?
No, I don't think they're. I mean, maybe they fix their issues, but their holes are on paper. They should have the best team in the league. But Brady is not a great quarterback anymore. Seems like they're just faltering on defense. So, I mean, yeah, maybe they fix their issues, but I don't see them as a legitimate contender if they even make the playoffs.
Okay. Let's
Yeah.
go to the guy who said Brady was washed early.
Wow.
Tobi.
He was screaming that for years.
And do you
Brady, I mean, he has a lot of picks right now and stuff like that. I mean, he had a good game against the Vikings. Vikings missed like 4 field goals. I think they missed like a couple field goals and like a couple PATs. The game
Yeah.
they did. Yeah, it would have been a closer game.
Yeah, the game could have been closer. I'm not gonna put the blame on Brady though. I mean, he has too many. He has too many options, I guess. I don't know what's going on with that team. Are they gonna go to the playoffs? Yes, because I think they play the Falcons 2 more times.
Oh wow.
This coming week
And
and
the
then 1 more
Lions.
time. So they should end the line. They should win all those games, especially if they're trying to go to the playoffs. But I mean, when it comes to the playoffs, who knows? Anything could happen. Everything comes down to one game. I did call Brady washed, but I did say a couple weeks ago, I think because Jeff said it, is like the offense that they're running, kind of what Bruce Arians has them doing. So he's not that type of quarterback, and the offense is, they put up points, but it's like sometimes they struggle to get to those points, that they do put up. So they still have a lot of work to do. They're not the top 3 best teams, and right now they're not the top 3 best teams in the NFC. So they have a lot of work to do.
Jeff, what do you think? Have they fixed their issues?
No, I don't think they fixed the issues. I read a report that Arians and Tom Brady was like not on the same page at some point. You know what I'm saying? So I mean that concerns me. Arians, I think he's accustomed to having a certain type of quarterback who takes his becking order, and Brady might not be accustomed to that, and especially when it starts to be money time. I mean, when it's a one game to win to go to the next thing. And here's an interesting aspect: like the Bucks are 6th in the league in scoring and 11th in points against. So they actually had the formula. You know how it goes. You got to be top 10 in both to actually get there. The part I'm looking and concerned is the rushing game. I mean, as a total team, they have 1,263 yards rushing, and Ronald Jones has 900 yards. Fournette with 217. And if they can get the running game going, they could be noisy. But Mike, you said it most. Brady wears down at the end of the season like I've never seen, man. He did it last year. He wore down, and I know he didn't have the weapons he has, but he wears down. He's 43 years old. You know what I'm saying? He's an old man. Like, they can't be doing that. So unless Arians start running the ball, Tom will be golfing with Peyton Manning a lot sooner than he wants to.
Yeah, Peyton Manning. That's funny. Yeah, I feel like that. Well, I was going to make that point, Jeff. You already made it, but I don't think him and Arians on the same page, and that's their really, really biggest problem. Um, they're not running the offense he's been running for 20 years. Arian like to air it out, which is why Jameis has so many picks, and stuff like that. And they got Brady doing that a lot. They need to run the ball with Rojo more, because he is a good back, and I feel like that if they did, that they would be a little bit better. I don't feel like they fixed their issue. They got a good win against a team that wasn't that great, but definitely not fixed. And I think they were always like a year away from being a good team, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Arians and Brady gonna need to sit down in the offseason and really figure out what they exactly going to do. They don't need Antonio Brown, stuff like that. And just they got good receivers already, but just kind of get more into Brady style of offense and whatnot. Get rid of Fournette. That was a wasted fucking pickup or whatever. And they need like a drop off back, like they had in New England or whatever.
I mean, Ronald Jones is top 5 in rushing. I mean, he's not.
We're not saying Ronald Jones isn't, but they not giving him the ball enough.
Right, exactly.
I feel like they seem like they're like pressured to use Fournette
right
because
He
they
didn't
picked
play
him
last.
up.
They sat him last game.
Yeah, he's done.
Yeah,
He's
He's
done.
a
He
player.
only a waste of a
the-
roster spot.
They
though.
use LaShawn
Yeah.
McCoy. they still
Yeah.
had him, so
Yeah.
he played a little
That-
bit.
was it like I think it was 2 weeks ago when he had like Fournette had like the 4 drops or something ridiculous.
Remember, he had to fumble like at the end of the game, and they was
Yeah,
I mean, like, I never thought Fournette was like. I mean, he had that one good year. He was great in college. He had that one good year, like his first couple years in the NFL, and then he's not that great.
well, they were supposed to do running
Yeah.
back by committee to balance out the passing attack, and having 1,200 yards in week 14, that to me isn't enough. They should have 1,400 yards, 1,500 yards as a team in totality already, and they don't.
Yeah, and like I said, they need like a drop off back to me personally, but I don't think this year was the year. I said it early in the season on the first show or whatever like that. Even though some of you picked them to go to the Super Bowl, we'll get to that later on.
Yeah.
But that's just my opinion and whatnot. Moving on forward, man.
Tape back, Jeff.
Huh?
So we gotta roll the tape back. We gotta
Yeah,
look-
rule the tape back. Mike calling a lot of yearly guru. Mike calling a lot of year guru stuff. Yeah.
Bro, I literally said no team plays in the same stadium Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, you did.
No.
I did. I did say that.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah, thank you. But anyway, somebody got some explaining to do. The Raiders, they got smoked by the Colts and stuff like that. Which I didn't see coming or whatever. So was this good Colts or bad Raiders? You want to start, Jeff? Or what?
Yeah, let me rock out. And I've been saying the same thing. We just not ready yet. To use the line you just used, Mike. We a year away. You know what I'm saying? It's a gradual progress, as it always has been with John Gruden. I went and checked the records to see how we did in his first round. It was a gradual progress each year. 1 year we did a year. All right, then we got a couple more wins. Then we went to the playoffs. Then we went to the second round. Then we went to the AFC Championship, and then we got to the Bowl when he left. I mean, yo, they really disrespected us in the second half. Like, they really came out of halftime like gangbusters. Like, yo, we coming out here and we gonna put the pedal to the metal on y'all. But the Colts are a good team. Let's not get it twisted. They are a very good second half team. They're in the playoff running. I like their formula, and I really like Frank Wright a lot. Like, I'm really starting to look at Frank Wright like, wow, he really deserved this position. And to get a good quarterback is great. So I think it's both bad Raiders, great Colts. So I'm an honest person with my team. I know we're not that great. Like, we middle of the pack.
All right. Jordan, what you think about that game?
I don't have too much to say about that game.
All right. Okay. All right, Tobi, what you think?
Nothing much to say. Bad Raiders. They're not that good. Thought they were better. I thought they were better, but they're not.
We all did. Yeah, I think we did at some point.
Yeah.
We were all fooled.
Not disrespect.
Do y'all think they 1 year? Hold on. Do y'all think they 1 year away like Jeff is saying? Or do y'all
Maybe
think
a year or two. I mean, you remember? I don't know. They just got to build a better team. I don't know what's wrong with them.
Yeah.
Derek Carr, he's up and down. He's inconsistent.
He's still up and down.
Defense aren't panning out. So
Couple weeks ago, I was super high on the Raiders.
except for
Super high on the
We
Raiders.
all were.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Abrams is
but yeah,
good pick.
Abrams got cooked this last week. Like,
Yeah.
Ty ran right across his face and scored on his ass. I was
T.Y.
like, damn, bro, you don't know how to play defense? He
T.Y.
ran right across his face and ran past him for a touchdown.
They have a really good squad on paper. I like a lot of their draft picks. Josh Jacobs is a beast.
It's young. We're young.
Yeah.
Uber young.
That pick stuck on defense.
So
though.
since y'all young, then how y'all 1 year away then?
Because you know what? We young with a lot of potential talent. You see me fired the defensive coordinator immediately after the game. Like, yo, you're fired, brother. Like, so you know what I'm saying? It's obvious where our glaring needs are. You know, scoring 20-something points a game, teams can do that and win. Like, would you say, Jordan, last week? Like, middle of the pack is like 25 points a game. Like, that's kind of where we are. But our defense is so, I mean, we couldn't stop a nosebleed. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's terrible. Those first round picks got to be able to come together this offseason when we get a real offseason. And I think we'll be 1 year away. I honestly do.
I will say this, Mike.
I agree.
I will say this. We talked about Phillip Rivers. We talked about the Colts.
Oh, yeah.
The Colts.
Tobi, Colton Wash, too.
They're gonna go as
Rivers.
far. They're gonna go as far as Phillip Rivers takes them, and I think he's been playing very, very well over the course of 6 to 7 games. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he's been playing well. So if he can continue to play the way he that he does, I think they can. They might be able to do a little something because of their defense. But they're gonna go. He's gonna go as far as he takes them, and he's known for getting into the playoffs and laying an egg. So we'll see.
I don't believe that. I think Jonathan Taylor, the running back, that running game is solid.
And Hines.
They got a number 1 in Ty who's turning it up right now. Like, the last 4 games, he really turned up.
I know.
Like, he might have been trash all beginning. I think that team, and if Frank Wright can tame Rivers, like, look, you ain't got to throw 30, 40 times, bro. We could run it with these guys. I think they'll be good.
They play. I mean, I know they lost. Didn't they lose? They lost they beat the Browns earlier in the season, right? Or they lost to them. I can't remember.
I mean, everybody have a bad loss, man.
Yeah,
I think if they run into a team like the Browns, they can lose. Or if they run into a team like I really do.
They got top 5 defense, man.
I know, but I just don't think.
Let me get Ravi. This guy. We thought so. Yo, stop watching porn, bro. Yo, we thoughts on the Colts. You haven't been on the show to talk about them lately, about them being a contender or not.
I think they're super legit. I don't believe in Phillip Rivers, but I think they're a quarterback away from being a Super Bowl contender. But yeah, Jonathan Taylor has been a monster. I think he's a great back. T.Y. Hilton, like Jeff is saying, he's been really good. What's his name on deep? Their linebackers.
Leonard.
Yeah,
Darius Leonard.
Everyone. Yeah, they're fantastic on defense, offense, and Frank Reich might be the best coach in the league.
Wow.
You always off the hip with it, huh? Call you Gunslinging Ravi. Yes, sir. He always off the hip.
Ravi always got crazy takes.
Always.
Yeah, that's not even that crazy though.
That's crazy.
Wow. Top 10.
Yeah. Best coach in the league.
Top 10. Come on. He's top 2 and he's not 2.
Okay. All right. Next question. I talked about this a little earlier. The Rams, but up in the Seahawks into the conversation. They both won. Got the same record right now. Both 9-4. So who will win the NFC West now? Going down the stretch. Jordan, what do you think, bro?
I think it will be the Rams. They're in first place right now. I trust the Rams a little bit more than I trust the Seahawks moving forward, strictly just because of defense. I really believe in defense. I've said that 3-4 times already.
And you believe in golf, apparently.
I mean, yeah. I think that golf can win them a playoff game. You know what I'm saying? Like, strictly just because he's been there before. Not saying that he's great or anything like that, but just from experience. You know what I'm saying? I think he's not going to fold under pressure. Is where I'm saying. I think he's going to be able to handle the moment. He'll be able to handle whatever they throw at him. So I just like the Rams, and then they have arguably 2 of the best players at their position. I mean, Aaron Donald's the best player at his position. And you can say that, Jalen Ramsey is arguably the best player at his position.
Do they play again or do they play twice?
They play again.
They do. Week 16.
Yeah. So
you picking the Rams to win that game?
I am. Yeah.
Okay. All right, Jeff, who you think will win the division?
Man, I'm gonna go with the Rams. I have no faith in Mr. Do Everything But My Job. Like this guy got podcasts, photo shoots, baby feedings. He's doing autograph signings. He's doing homeless feedings.
What else is he supposed to do, bro?
Yo, this dude is doing everything but no
Everything but football.
Off season.
I mean, imagine if you were.
Is he still Toby's quarterback?
Much. Huh?
He's still my quarterback.
Yeah, he's still
quarterback.
Like, does he even still want to do? Yeah, you're right. And remember, he was, but like you said, the Rams, man, like something just is eerie about them. Jared Goff is just not the guy for me. Like, you know, you could bring that defense anywhere, but if you can't score points, you'll be like in the Super Bowl, 13-3, and that still means you're going home. It doesn't really even matter. So that I definitely tack the Rams in for winning that division, but I mean that's about it.
All right, Rob, what you think about NFC West?
I think I'll give it to the Seahawks. I think both of them will win the Seahawks and Rams will both win this week and week 17, and I think the Seahawks will beat them week 16.
Okay.
Because I trust Russell Wilson even with all his side hustles,
Right.
or I guess all his main hustles. Maybe 1 week he'll focus on his side hustle of being an NFL quarterback. So yeah, I trust him more than I trust Jared Goff.
All right, that's your quarterback. So, who you like, the Rams or the Seahawks?
Right now I'm gonna say the Rams. I mean, the Rams played the Jets this week, and the Seahawks played the football team. So that's gonna be a good matchup for. I don't know if I'm starting Russell Wilson this week, by the way, because he's going against the football team, and they're a good defense, and he's not really that consistent. So, but that week 16 matchup.
Who's your backup?
I don't have a backup. I'm gonna pick up somebody off waivers. So.
Wow.
I will say it though, because
just now, I have no.
I want to pick up a quarterback. There's a couple of good quarterbacks out there that can probably do the same or more than Russ is going to do against the football team.
Look,
he's not going to do much against the team.
Bro, look, I'll drop Kyler Murray, split the profits.
Yo,
Kyler Murray, who's he playing?
Yo, listen, bro. Go who brought you to the dance, bro. That's how you mess up.
Oh, who brought you to the dance, bro?
Fuck that, man. I'm about to pick up Phillip Rivers, man. Phillip Rivers playing the Houston Texans. I'm going to pick him up, but I'm going to say the Rams. I'm gonna go with the Rams. Are probably gonna win. They play the Jets this week. That's gonna be an easy W. The football team and the Seahawks game is still gonna be iffy. And then the Seahawks play them in week 16. So I'm gonna say the Rams and Russell Wilson, like you guys said, he's not focused. Trust me, this man is not focused. He dropped off a crazy cliff. I'm getting all these plays from him. Now I'm getting 15.16. I'm like, yo, what are you doing, bro? He had a fucking podcast. I had no idea he had a podcast. Bro. I said, what are you doing? Who was on the podcast that I seen? And somebody was talking to him. Who did I see?
Dwayne Wade.
Dwayne Wade. I'm like, yo, he really has a podcast and talking to Dwayne Wade? Like, what are you doing during the season, bro? Like, and you're playing bad? Like, you're not playing MVP level? Like, after he went off that MVP thing, he just stayed being bad. Like, he didn't work up at all. Like, and I'm going to go with the Rams. At the end of the day.
Come on, guy. I mean,
stop it, bro. I'm not my quarterback, man.
November 8th.
Cut him some slack.
I'm not cutting that motherfucker no slack. He's been bad the last 2 months.
He's not Patrick Mahomes for Aaron Rodgers. So
yeah, he's been bad the last 2 months.
Slack.
Multiple picks.
He hasn't thrown for 300 yards since November the 8th. That's a month and a half, 6 weeks.
Shit happened,
bad, bro.
Nah, bro. Shit happens when you're not focused, bro. He does everything but football, I swear, bro.
He's not starting. He's not starting.
I think it has more to do with the team that they're playing and their defenses that they're playing against more than
the fuck out of here. Nah.
It's not that, bro. It's not
the
that.
Eagles, the Giants, the Cardinals.
Go look at the Eagles and Giants numbers on defense, and then you tell me whether they're good or not.
He's elite. He's supposed to be elite.
Bro, I'm just saying, man.
The last time he played the Rams, he had 10.9 points.
Listen, their whole let Russ cook thing, like I said last week, is really messing them up. The running game actually is starting to come around a little bit, but and the receivers are the receivers. But I think Russ just don't be focused. That's my opinion. And the defense ain't been great all fucking season. So, that is what it is and whatnot. But and you know what else? Like, has Pete Carroll fell off too? Like, we won't talk about him enough, stuff like that. So I don't
he's
really.
cocky.
Yeah, he definitely cocky, but I don't really know about him. If I were to trust one of them, I would definitely go with the Rams. That defense is crazy. They be coming. And I keep saying it, man. I like this kid Akers, man. I really think he's a good running back. So I think they want to. It's crazy how the Seahawks started 5-0. Russ MVP candidate to go down to like not even win the division.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me, yo. Like that's a crazy drop off.
And losing to the Giants.
Yeah, losing to the Giants and everything else, bro. Like I just don't. I don't know how you could be losing like this and then go do an interview with Dwayne Wade and shit. Like that just bothers me. Like
Makes no fucking sense.
Not a professional at all.
I'm just saying, like, and Dwayne Wade out here looking like Dennis Rodman. You want
He look like a tennis ball. They had his head in front of Serena Williams' racket. I was crying.
But nah, that's my opinion on them. So yeah, NFC West. It's crazy because Rams kind of crept up on them little by little. We'll catch them little by little, little by little. And all of a sudden, now it's time. They're heading division. And they're gonna want to win the division, in my opinion. So we'll see what happens there. But but I will say in the playoffs though, when they come, Russ could pull a rabbit out of his hat though and still win a game. I will say that. Like you never know with Russ or whatever. So.
Great.
Moving on forward, man, we talked about the MVP a little bit earlier. Derrick Henry had his fourth 200-yard game. Should he be getting more of a push for MVP? I know Ravi got Josh Allen, number 3, but should Derrick Henry get more of a push for MVP? So what you think, bro?
I mean, a push. Like, I just don't understand. Like, what are we trying to say? Is he top 5? I guess he's top 5.
No. Top 3.
Top 3. Okay. I guess he's top 3. I put him top 3 behind Aaron Rodgers and Mahomes. But...
Just for context, there's never been a player with 4 200-yard games and 2 touchdowns at running back ever. Just
in the
context.
season.
Is he going to break Adrian Peterson? I mean, is he gonna break the rushing record or get to 2,000? Is he gonna break Adrian Peterson's record at least?
Nah.
No,
If he
I
does,
don't think so.
okay. Then I guess I leave him at 3. Nothing much to say about that. He has no realistic shot of winning it. He's a great running back. 4 200-yard running games. I mean, that's amazing. That's amazing. Any other season, but it's just a quarterback award now. So when it comes to running back, if you're not getting 2,000 yards to me or breaking those records that need to be broken, then I don't see you getting it.
All right, that's fair enough. Jeff, what do you think, bro?
Nah, I Tannehill takes away from his shine. Tannehill's having a career season. He's at 3,200 yards, 28 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions. Like, I'm just saying, like, he's not having a terrible season. He's having a really good season. 28 touchdowns and 5 picks. Like,
I agree, but he's not taking any shots.
like the offense is only solely relying on Derrick Henry. The offense can pass too. They have A.J. Brown. They got Tannehill having.
They can pass a little bit.
They can pass because of the run, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, but I think they both benefit each other. Look, he's having a great season. Yeah, he should get some MVP. I'm top 5. I can't put him in top 3. I just can't do it. I gotta put Ben in the top 3 just because of what transpired last year and where they 11-2.
Oh man, after the last 2 games.
Just because of the stats don't always tell you everything.
Scratching his ear, he don't know what to say. He don't even want to say shit. I don't know on that one.
I'm just saying, like, how you not put Big Ben in the MVP consideration? The fact that the last year they were 8-8 with all these other quarterbacks, and they're 11-2 now, and they're playing lights out. They started 11-0 with this guy, and he wouldn't have been. They wouldn't have been 11-0. So no, I mean, I don't think top 3, top 5, and yeah, he should to get some more consideration, but he won't.
That's fair enough. Once again, Rob, what you think, bro?
I don't know if he's top 3 in the MVP conversation because, like Tobi was saying, it's a quarterback award. But that's not to understate anything that he's been doing. Jordan, do you finally agree that he's the best back in the league?
Zeke not even top 5 no more, bro.
No, he's
Get him
barely
outta
top,
here,
top
bro.
20.
He's on the
Oh,
sit-em
shit,
list
I did
now.
say Zeke was not back in the league.
He's on the sit-em list. And
Nah,
they be like, sit him this
you
week.
gotta see where Robbie's coming from. Robbie's a Penn.
Nah.
Robbie's a what are they? A Penn State Lion. Okay, he's a Nittany Lion, and he's an Eagles fan. So he's got all hate towards Zeke. You know what I'm saying? It's all right.
Nah, but I think it like opens a deeper conversation to they should have an offensive player of the year and then a quarterback award.
I agree.
Because I like in the next 20, like no one outside of a quarterback is gonna win MVP ever again, probably.
I thought they used to have offensive player of the year. They took it away?
They have offensive rookie. I don't think they have offensive player.
Yeah.
Yeah, take it away. Jordan, what you think about Derrick Henry in his season and MVP?
I said this last week or the week before. I said he was top 3. I think he deserves some consideration. I think he deserves some votes. He's definitely number 3 right now. I don't really see any other quarterback that should be number 3, aside from Patrick Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers. I don't know any other quarterback that you can put right there at the number 3 spot. I'm not hearing Ben. I'm not hearing Josh Allen. I've been, cut Kyler Murray. So yeah, but we all know he's not going to get it because the quarterback's league, and I think Ravi is correct in saying that they should definitely do like an offensive player of the year award, because he definitely warrants consideration. I mean, he's got almost 200 yards more than than the second leading rusher. He's leading the league in yards,
and touchdowns.
And touchdowns, yeah. And he's only got 1 fumble all season, So,
so let me ask you a question. So like there was an offensive player.
Touchdown. Huh?
You give it to him as an offensive player of the year award?
Yeah.
You would?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who would you give it to?
Devontae?
Devontae's
14 touchdowns in what? 14 games?
I mean, Tyreek Hill's numbers. Tyreek Hill's overall numbers are better.
He ain't got 14 touchdowns in 11 games.
His overall numbers are better.
All right, go ahead. I was just asking. Just proving.
Devontae missed 3 games, so I don't think he would win if there was one because of the games he missed. But like I said, he averaged 114 per game, which is nuts or whatever. I think Ravi's on to something, man. They need like a non-quarterback award. I do feel like that's not fair, you know what I mean? Because they got the ball the most or whatever. So I feel like it's a little crazy. But still, man, 4 200-yard, 2 touchdown games is crazy.
He's only got 2. He's only got 2. 1, 2. He's only got 2 20-yard games.
Sure about that?
Yeah, he's only got 2 20-yard games. But he had
2 and 2.
Yeah.
I got you.
But he's got what is it, 3 or 4 walk-off game-winning touchdowns? Like
Jeff, I feel like you overstating Tannehill to me. I feel like Tannehill.
I'm not saying that he is playing lights out. I'm just saying he's having a career year.
For him, yeah, okay, but
I mean, 28 touchdowns, 5 picks is pretty good in the season.
I don't think it take away from Henry shine at all, bro. I think they go as far as Henry takes them. Put it like that.
They complement each other.
Nah.
You can put Jimmy G back there and they do the same shit.
Right.
Now we wasn't saying nothing when they just held Derrick Henry to 15 carries for 60 yards against the Browns. Like I don't think we were talking about anything. Or when he had 21 carries
didn't do shit either
against the Bears.
Tannehill didn't do shit either.
I mean, all right. Okay.
I don't think it's a 50-50 split. I think they go as far as Henry takes them. They lost to the Browns, didn't they, in that game or whatever? Because Henry they put 8 in the box. That's what happened. And Tannehill couldn't win the game. That's the whole point, I guess.
And that defense played lights out in the first quarter.
Yeah, you ain't lying. But anyway, man, since we talked about the teams now, and I guess there might be some shifts now this week. So power rankings 1 through 5 or 5 through 1, however you want to do it. I always like to start with Tobi, man. What you got, Tobi?
Damn.
Hey, before we go, Tannehill threw for 389 and 3 touchdowns that game that the Browns locked him down.
They were down. It was comeback yard, bro.
Bro, I don't give a damn what y'all talking about. Like,
it was garbage time.
He threw for down there 400 and 3 touchdowns.
Bro, it was garbage time, bro.
He had 3 quarters of garbage time.
Right.
Bro,
Put up
the game was
200
over in
yards.
the first quarter.
Hey, bro, I'm just saying. Okay, go ahead, Tobi, with your power.
Chiefs, Steelers again. I'm keeping my Steelers on number 2 squad. 3, Green Bay. 4, Bills. 5, I'm gonna say the Rams. I'm gonna pick the Rams over the Saints.
Ooh, okay. All right.
With the
I like
record?
that.
Even with the record?
Yeah, I mean they have what's the Saints are 10-3, the Rams are 9-4. One game.
Okay. I'm just asking.
All right. Robbie, what you think, man? 1 through 5. You get.
I got the Chiefs number 1. I'll go Packers number 2. We'll go Bills at 3. Steelers at 4 and Saints at 5.
Okay. All right. You got a nice little mix up there. Jeff, what you got?
I got the Chiefs. I got the Packers. Then I got the Steelers. Then I got the Bills. And then I got the Saints. Well, actually, I got the Saints before the Bills. So I got Chiefs, Packers, Saints. Chiefs, Packers, Steelers, Saints, then Bills.
Crazy that nobody will put the Colts in the top 5.
No
All right.
Colts.
We have to see, when you said the Rams, you got to say we're against the Rams, the Colts, or whatever stuff. But anyway, Joey, what you got, bro?
Chiefs, Steelers, Bills, Packers, Saints.
Okay, I like that, and I'll take Chiefs. I'm gonna keep the Steelers at 2, like Tobi. Also, then I'm gonna go Packers, Saints, Bills, kind of like Jeff did in there or whatever on mine. Now, let's a chance to be Guru of the Week or whatever. We'll pick a pick an upset and a lock and whatnot. So hopefully y'all ready. Who wants to go first?
I got it.
All
right. So lock, Rams versus Jets. Upset of the week once again. Jalen Hurts, Philadelphia Eagles versus the Arizona Cardinals.
Okay. All right. Who was the first one you said?
Rams over the Jets.
All right.
Thrashed.
All right. Jeff, you got it?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Right.
My lock is the Bills over the Broncos.
Okay.
My upset of the week, the Texans over the Colts.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right. That's
Division
upset.
games, you know how that go.
Rob, what you got?
Don't matter when I say it though, Jeff.
Don't.
I have my lock as the Colts over the Texans.
Oh wow.
And my upset is Jalen Hurts and the Eagles are going to take down Kyler Murray.
Okay.
And he's going to take us to the promised land. We're going to the offs.
Go where?
It's impossible.
We're going to the playoffs.
I think it's impossible. Y'all 2 games behind.
It's not impossible.
It's not impossible. It ain't impossible.
They only 1.5 because they got the half game because of the tie.
We got the tie, yeah.
Giants ain't winning no more games. That ain't happening. It's
We
between
talking about the Redskins.
Huh?
Football team. Football team ain't losing.
It's between Washington and Philly. The Giants ain't winning no more games.
Bro, the Eagles are not getting in the playoffs at all. Just stop it.
Yeah, I think Washington might have lost their quarterback though. Is Alex Smith?
Yeah, if Alex Smith don't come back, it's the
Alex
Eagles.
Smith
They
don't come
got
back,
your
bro?
boy though, Dennis Haskins. What about your boy?
They can't experiment there. It's too late for that. They just can't do that to him.
That's your
they can't
boy.
That's your boy, right?
Devin, where he at?
Listen. They shouldn't have sat him after when they did, but he came in there and looked like fucking shit.
Like what he is, bro.
He came in there. He looked like shit.
Baby diaper.
Like shit.
I'm trying to tell you, bro.
God, I didn't.
I said at the
I
minute
didn't
he was
expect this
drafted.
at all, bro. Strong arm, prototypical build. I don't know what his issue is. I think he's immature. I think that's his problem. I think he's immature.
That's possible. Very possible.
Oh my god. All right. So what you got, bro?
Lock, Steelers versus Bengals. Steelers, of course. And my upset is the Saints over the Chiefs. What's that in the afternoon? Yeah, I got the Saints over the Chiefs as my upset.
Is that an upset?
Okay.
Yeah,
That's an upset, bro.
that's an upset with Taysom Hill.
I mean, we don't know yet, though, right?
Drew's not playing next week.
Bree,
Definitely playing.
I
think
still
Breeze
wouldn't go
playing.
with Breeze on the first game back anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I like that, Toby. I like what you did there. Let me see. It's my turn, so I'm gonna go with
Cats is shooting for that guru of the week this week.
I know, right?
You gonna put some merit on this now. Let's go.
I myself in the foot with that Eagles shit.
That was a good call, Jeff. I like that.
That was
We added that to the show.
First one to ever. Guru of the week. Jordan,
Yeah, lock. I'm gonna go with the same lock as Toby because we need to bounce back. It's Steelers and Bengals, but for the upset, I had to go off to get my guru of the week. So let's see.
I see a couple. I see another good one.
I see a couple too. I was like,
I got one. I got one. Lions over the Titans.
That was a decent one I seen.
Stafford ain't playing, is he?
He might not. He might not play. If he don't play,
no, he can't change it up. He already said it. It's all right.
Oh wait, he could change it up before the show over. I don't care what you do. But once the show stops,
he might not play though. He's not. He's doubtful. I think.
Yeah, I think he's doubtful. Want to switch that up?
All right, I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna go with
our bandwagon.
Nah, hell no. Fuck no.
Hell no.
Fuck no.
Nah,
not who guys play?
Browns.
Nah, I like the Browns. I don't think they're gonna beat the Browns.
All right, that's a little.
I got one, but I got
two.
Bonus.
It's some Saturday games this week too. Weird.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
games are the games. I don't care when they play.
I think Saturday could throw some teams off.
I don't even. That is crazy. I'm gonna go with Broncos
over Bills.
Nah, hell no. I'm gonna go with
hell no.
Good one.
He won this guru of the week. Look at it.
Don't we all? Everybody went to bragging rights. Everybody went to week for bragging rights.
Yo, he won this week.
It's tough though, actually. I kind of like.
Well, the easiest one was the Eagles versus Cardinals. Come on.
Fuck no.
Hell no. That's the hardest one. On like a 5-game losing streak.
Bro, but that's what I'm saying. Where's the easier one? Where's the easier upset?
That's the easiest upset. That is the easiest
upset.
They're playing terrible.
They are playing. They just won though.
They're gonna be the Cardinals are gonna be favored.
I'm gonna go Panthers over Packers, bro.
I like it. I like it.
Chargers over Raiders, but it's all good.
That's not really upset.
That's an upset.
That's terrible.
Chargers are fucking horrible.
You ain't getting this shit, Mike.
You ain't getting it back. That's it. That's
I'm good. I'm good.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you know what? I thought about going with the Washington football team over the Seahawks, but
that's a good one too.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
I should have picked that one to be honest, because I'm about to drop Russell Wilson to my bench because of that.
I looked at that one first, but I'm like, they need to win. So I'm gonna.
Ravi, who you say is the upset? What do you say?
He would have said one Jordan with the Eagles, of course.
Eagles.
That's gonna be sad next week.
Ravi on their guest star anyway, so
I know, right? He won't come back to own that one. It'll be a vacancy if it does work out. Like, vacancy.
Gotta pass it to the next closest person.
You're right.
The almost
give him
one.
2 in the week. Give him 2 back to back.
Man, I'm telling you, dude, we're gonna finish the season 4 straight wins.
Finish the season strong.
That's gonna be bad. I'm telling you for Howie and them. I'm telling you they do. It's gonna be tough.
That'll be terrible.
Listen, man, I won't even be mad they all 3 of them just to get up out of there. All right.
Nah, you gotta keep Doug. Unless they're hiring Eric Bieniemy.
Fuck Doug.
Ooh.
They're not gonna get rid of Doug because he just won the chip.
Yeah. I don't think so either. But anyway, speaking of that, we're at the end of the show, man. Out of bounds. Anytime any person that's talk to any football related topic, anybody got anything to talk about here?
I got a question.
Go ahead.
Who's the best quarterback in the AFC North today?
Aaron Rodgers. Oh, AFC North.
Oh.
Are you nuts?
Big Ben,
by a landslide.
Yeah, except Big Ben.
Who's the last?
Really? I kind of disagree. I don't think it's Big Ben.
Joe Burrow and them.
You think it's Big Ben, Robbie? Who you got?
Really couldn't even count.
Baker, the only person you can say is Baker.
Don't even have a legitimate
I think Baker, yeah. Like Big Ben is good. And
Baker? Stop it, bro. He's not better than Baker.
They're winning games, but Big Ben hasn't been playing like amazing.
Yo, stop drinking that coffee in the can, bro.
What anybody's saying.
It's churro flavored beer.
Bring that back, bro. We need some of that. Ship that home.
It's good stuff. Yeah.
Who you say, Jordan?
But huh? What
What you
Lamar
say?
Jackson.
who would I say?
Yeah, you asked this question. Who you got?
Lamar Jackson.
He better not. That'd be goofy.
Better
We
say
just saw him
Lamar.
have 59 yards for 4 quarters. And then throw
I'm
one
gonna hang
pass
up
and
if he says Lamar.
It's hard for me not
It's clearly Ben, bro. This question is crazy.
Lamar. But if I'm not gonna go with Lamar, if I'm like, are we talking about like today, right now?
You asked
I
him
know.
Today, tomorrow, and next week.
Because I'm
context.
Because I'm looking at it as like, okay, like this is probably like the best set of quarterbacks in one division.
What?
I mean,
Nah,
this is
hell
arguably
no.
the best set
No.
of
Everybody
Nah.
healthy, yeah.
Yo, who is he?
Yeah, everybody healthy.
What
Where
about the
the-
NFC South, bro?
No, the
NFC
NFC West too, bro. What the fuck? It's crazy.
The West?
is the
Jimmy
South?
Garoppolo?
The
Nah,
South
I-
got
Kyler
Brady,
Murray.
Breeze, and Matt Ryan. And don't say Matt Ryan's ass because he
So
got
there's
like
4 quarterbacks in the AFC North that you can say are going to be that could possibly make the Pro Bowl.
I don't think Baker's that great. I just think it's the coach. I think it's the offense.
And we need more time with Burrow, bro. He played 10 games. Like, let's see
Yeah,
what
we
he
need
can
more
do.
time, bro.
Well,
I'm gonna
look,
give it to
look,
the
Mike,
I'm gonna give it to
You
the
know how
South.
Jordan go. You only need 10 games for him to deem you a Hall of Famer. Like,
No, you gotta give it to the West. You gotta give it
The
to
West?
the
I'm
West.
going with the
right?
South. I'm going with the South.
going with NFC
Yeah.
South. It's the best
NFC
division
South,
with
so-
good
Murray,
quarterbacks.
Russell Wilson,
Right. Kyler
Jared
Murray.
Goff, and
Jared Goff? Come on.
Garoppolo.
So you take
Murray.
Kyler Murray over Breeze, Brady, or Matt Ryan?
You talking about
Definitely.
the
I don't
fucking
want the senior
geriatric
citizens
squad and
club
shit.
over
Right.
here.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't. It's not my fault. They are the top quarterbacks.
Well, AFC North, and I wish you on maybe NFC West in terms of Seattle and them, but
They
AFC
said
North.
we don't trust the Rams in golf. Like
No,
how,
that-
Toby? How
What
you
happened?
say, you just said you don't trust golf. How he in the elite of the?
AFC
Not-
North though is serious. Big Ben, Lamar
Picking
Jackson.
I got the NFC South. I mean, I looked at
I'm the
Jared Goff.
NFC South, bro.
I look at Jared Goff and Jimmy Garoppolo. I don't really think they're that great.
Terrible.
No,
So that's why I'm going with the NFC South because I don't think they're
no
that great.
way.
What are you talking about?
They're all
And y'all
old
was
as
hyped
dirt.
over Two Glove Teddy earlier this year too. So don't act like y'all gonna escape that. I'll find it on tape.
I'm not giving it to the NFC South.
Then we have a
Yeah,
bet,
yeah.
by the way. We got a bet with
Oh
Teddy
yeah,
touchdown.
we did.
Yeah, Two Glove
many-
Teddy. I think
how many-
somebody
how many
lost.
touchdowns
I
does he
said
have?
Two Glove Teddy was terrible.
How many touchdowns?
How much touchdowns he got, yo? Right now.
I'm
Let's
on it
see.
right now. I'm on it right now.
Go ahead.
On
How
right
many
now.
did we say he was gonna have?
I think it
Over
was like 20.
It was 21.
Look, he got damn.
Got
What do you
10.
got?
This pussy got 14.
Yeah,
Oh!
No, he does not. He has
I told
14.
you.
This
I
pussy,
said under. I said under 20.
Under
I said under.
21.
I saw under
Yeah.
21. I know.
No, Toby said over.
this
Yeah,
There's no way I said
over, right?
over.
20.
Toby
There's
said
no
over,
way
right?
I said
You
over.
did.
Oh
You
my
did.
God! Get out of here.
You
You
said
That was
over,
Two
bro.
Glove
somebody-
Teddy
I
was
never
legitimate.
Me and
I
Mike
never-
said over. Toby said
Yeah, yo,
Oh.
for real. 'Cause there's
No,
no way. I
no,
never
no.
believed in those 2 gloves. Come on, those 2 gloves,
Glove Teddy.
and that's for the runner, man. That's for the runner. What the fuck are you doing?
Yo, he's
Hold
terrible.
on, he really got 14. I thought he had more than that.
Me
me
too.
too. I thought he had more than
hurt for a
that.
couple games too.
Yeah, he was hurt a couple games. Yeah.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, I knew he wasn't. I mean, over. I thought at one point he was gonna get over 21, but now that you said 14, he might not get over that 21.
He's
Sheesh.
not getting over 21. It's 3 games left. He played the Buccaneers 2 games. They going and I'm forgetting Dominic Sue is on the Bucks. I mean, they gonna torture Teddy.
I mean, they only score when he throws it or Mike Davis runs it.
Yeah, because
Behind most of the time.
C-Mac still ain't coming back even this week or whatever. That's good for you in the fantasy league, Jordan.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's
I like Davis. Robbie was like, man, C-Mac, I was hoping the shit. I was cracking.
Dude,
Both of
I don't even
them.
want to talk.
The first 2 picks, both of them gone.
Killed my season. I almost snuck
Yo,
in too.
same
Jordan
with
ruined my
Saquon.
season,
Remember my
man.
little Saquon? Saquon was
Yeah,
my
as I
number
said,
1
the top
pick.
2 picks was going.
Yeah.
Top 2 picks, yo. Never fucking again, yo. I don't want the first pick. I don't want the first pick no more. That's too much pressure.
Bro, Toby, I'm rooting for you though.
Hey man.
We all are.
Underdog.
We all are.
Except for when he
Underdog
said once he said he only got 1 quarterback, I think some of my faith went out the window. Like,
I'm
what?
about to bench
Yeah.
that motherfucker. I might
Yeah.
have pick up Phillip Rivers or Mitch Trubisky or something.
Nah,
Don't
Don't pick up
What?
Trubisky. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that, bro. Yo, he got Washington football team defense, and he had the Rams defense.
Oh yeah, they both put up great
Both
numbers.
put up
yo.
major numbers this week.
They put up great numbers.
And Rams defense is why I lost. So fucking bad. Like 20 points. I was so bad. I knew.
Because you started Katu instead of T.Y. Hilton. That's why you lost.
Bro, they said start him too, though. They said that too.
And you would start him over T.Y. Hilton?
Bro, they all because that's who else they got. Cooks was out and Fuller, Fuller drug addict or whatever.
I don't know why you.
Chicago's defense.
I don't know why you. I don't know
I don't know why he would do that.
Bro, last week, Katu had 10 catches for like 131 last week.
Did you? And that showed me that you didn't look at T.Y. last few weeks. He's been balling.
Yeah, they played Chicago, bro.
He only had 5 catches. He's happened to have 2 touchdowns. That's the only reason why he had a lot of points.
It wasn't his fault. It was Chicago's defense.
Yeah, Chicago's defense. You fucked up. Sorry. We all fucked up.
It's about the matchup.
Yeah.
Well,
Plus, not to mention, and you're right, because I had freaking which one got 16 points? The quarterback, Watson, or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, you lost Will Fuller. That killed you. I know that killed you.
No, y'all talking. Y'all forget Julio Jones didn't play this week. I would have to make that decision. Julio was out. That's why I had a decision to make because of Julio.
He hasn't been that great all year.
Every time he played, he had 20 points, bro. Every time
he had Julio in the flex killing him, yo.
Right. Thank you. Yeah,
I was like, how Julio at the flex killing him?
I'm telling you, if it wasn't for Julio being out, that's what made me have a decision in the first place. Because Julio was a last minute out. Oh, what the fuck, man? That was my first overall pick. Julio Jones or whatever. Never again.
Don't say nothing because Mike Thomas missed like 10 games. I don't even want to talk about this shit, bro.
I mean, he came back though, bro.
He came back. I was already out of the running by then. And then we had the Hail Murray, that bullshit. Like one win out of 5 games.
Jordan Max ain't make the offs at all. So I was coming back and shit like that. But
it don't matter. I ain't gonna talk. I was bottom last in the league, man. I ain't got nothing.
Nah, y'all still gotta play for that though.
That's consolation. Consolation.
I'm telling you, it was the Rams D, yo, because he got 21 points from the motherfuckers. That's unusual. That's fuck.
I mean, but you did get 20-something points that night too. Like
from my running back, that's normal. That's supposed to happen. Not for the fucking defense.
That's a lot of fucking points. I'm happy.
I know.
Kept up that night though.
Huh?
I'm happy I kept up. Like after I kept up that one day, they had the same amount. If your defense gives you 20 points.
Oh, that boy Mizzle, he gonna be talking shit to you, boy.
Who, the other dude? Yo, I'm surprised he ain't hit me up yet. Like, I'm surprised he ain't say
gonna talk shit.
And they only got, they got 20 because it's facing the horrible Cam and the fucking Patriots offense and shit like that. And that's the matchups killed me. Now watch this week. The Rams give you like 8 points and shit.
They playing the Jets. They better get another 20.
Oh yeah, they better get another 20. Yeah,
I need another 20 from them. I need that.
The Jets just got hung 40 on, so they might be ready.
But yo, before we go, man, I know this is beyond the stretches, but when you want to do this the first half, and Ravi too, half court short trap show about the NBA season preview. NBA start next week.
Ravi ain't coming back, man. Ravi gone.
Ravi, you gotta come back for the season preview, man.
Ravi gone.
Oh, of course I'm gonna be back. What do you mean?
He's gone.
You said you're gonna do it before the season start, right? The season start like next Tuesday or Wednesday?
Tuesday, yeah.
Tuesday.
So I'll do it that Monday or something or close.
Y'all want to do
Ravi
Monday
gonna be
or Tuesday again?
With, Pamela
Tuesday it starts. Y'all want to do
Kardashian.
Oh, there's Monday or Sunday, I think, right?
Sunday or Monday? What's better for y'all?
We got time. We can decide.
Yeah.
We can decide Monday or Sunday.
Talking in the group chat.
I don't really care.
Listen, the time that you said Sunday just ain't good for me.
I heard. I see. That's why I said.
I done Monday then. Sometime on Monday.
That time ain't good for me, bro.
Monday
because you be baked.
Monday at 7.
I want me to be up on the show with it. Then
Monday at 7.
Yeah, we can't. We came too far for you to go back and relapse to be having you on the show. Like, we came too far with your production team. Like, hey Mike, we need to get like a little hashtag Guru of the Week thing to put on whoever.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
Yeah.
And like stamp it on them.
Yeah. Like.
Yeah, I could do that. I can get that done or whatever.
Me and Ravi
Talk to my editor and get it done. But
take all the credit.
Ravi, Monday at 7. You good for that?
I gotta see because I got friends coming down this week.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
From New Jersey.
We'll see. We'll figure something out.
Yeah, from here. Yeah.
Damn,
or from Jersey. Yeah. I told you. I texted you.
Yeah, Yo, y'all terrible. You Jordan is terrible, bro. You Jordan and Toby. Toby goes to
I don't even do shit.
I ain't doing nothing.
Bro.
I've been in the crib since the
Jordan in
since the
the other
paramedic.
chat, like in the other team.
Man, Toby's capping.
I've been in the crib since the paramedic.
Oh man, please, bro.
Toby be out there boo loving. Come on, man, Toby.
He went to at least 3 topless Jones before he went in the house.
I went to like one strip. I went to one strip.
But Jeff,
All right, but-
you messaged me the other day. You said, "Oh, me and my wife have plans." I said, "Oh, come out to Colorado."
Oh
You
yeah.
said, "Oh,
I gotta
it's
go to
on the
Houston
list."
first. I gotta go to Houston.
Yeah.
All right, Jeff. You good for Monday, right? All right, Jordan, would you be good for Monday, or that's another time you got to get, shake it
Gotta
big?
get his
That
medication.
time.
That's that time every day. You know what I'm saying? But
Mike, is you gonna be on time Monday, Mike? Because you be clocking in late, bro.
You've been
I
clocking
said
in late.
7:15. I was here 7:15. That was the time.
Nah, you wasn't here 7:15.
I was late. I was late. I said early. Yeah,
Probably
I'm
was
coming
late, yeah. But nah, seven is cool for me, bro. Mine.
All right.
All right. Or 7:15.
Unless I want to do Sunday.
I want to do Sunday.
Couldn't.
You want to do Sunday?
Like I said,
Yeah.
bro, 12 o'clock is a rough hour.
Why? Why you do 12 o'clock? Why not 1 or 2? Why 12 o'clock? That's the question.
Yeah.
I don't mind. I don't mind. Eagles don't play till 4 o'clock. I don't care.
You
All
can't
right, so
wake
12
it.
Yeah.
Robbie, would you be good on Sunday then, Robbie?
Maybe
Robbie ain't
Sunday
deep,
probably
bro.
looks better.
All
But
right.
Be
I
the
got
special
because
guest
I'm
on all our
leaving this.
platforms, man.
I just
No,
want
I
to do
was
an hour.
more consistent on the basketball one.
I just want to do an hour before, because only season preview, an hour before football
Yeah.
starts. So,
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I don't.
all right, Sunday at 12. There we go. All right,
All right.
what's been our show from Beyond the Trenches? Look for us on Half Court Trap. We're gonna record that Sunday at 12. We'll be out next week by Monday, and we appreciate y'all watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next week. Peace.
All right.
Yeah. See ya.
Yeah.